Um, Today and I said this last night. I actually said this to my husband last night because I spent a lot of time on my feet this weekend. Um, as a competition dance mom, you sit when you're allowed. Um, um, and just a lot of walking and running back and forth and that kind of stuff throughout the day Saturday. Yesterday was restful, but the aches and pains of being on your feet all day really set in. And I do apologize if it's hot in here. I walked in here because I'm hot. I walked in here and those things were going full blast, and it was set on 76. So somebody was really cold this weekend. And that's okay. I don't know what they were doing this weekend, so it could have been necessary, but it was warm, and as you can tell, it's still a little warm in here. So I turned them all the way off because I don't think they're going to need it too much today. So this one is really focused on the spine. So stretching the back, stretching the shoulders, stretching that whole network from your sit bones to your shoulders, actually to the top of the head a little bit too. And I kind of just like sat and imagined this class while I was sitting at my kitchen table last night, and then I jotted it down. So hopefully it flows really well for everybody. Again, I think there's one posture that's going to be a little different. Blocks or some type of support are going to be beneficial for that one, and a standing posture that we're doing later. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to make sure I cover before we get going. No, I think everything else should be generally familiar. And if not familiar, generally, friendly for anybody that wants to participate. All right, so let's get going. Go ahead and get comfortable. Find a nice comfortable seat. I like to sit on the blanket because when I sit without the blanket, the way my knees are positioned with my hips, it makes my spine want to roll. My chest wants to collapse into itself. And there's not a whole lot I can do posturally to fix that without the blanket lifting my hips up. So if you find yourself in that position at any time when you're doing your yoga practice, maybe try putting a blanket under the sit bones. You can close your eyes or look down to the ground. And just begin to explore the sensations in your body. Maybe starting with the feet, moving up the legs to the hips, belly, chest, hands, arms, shoulders, neck, face, top of the head. Just notice each of those areas of the body and ask if there's anything there to be noticed, anything that's calling out to you in the body. Maybe it's a thought or a sensation. And then take a moment just to notice the breath as it enters the nostrils. Notice where the breath is moving, where it's going to, how it feels. Does it feel like you're breathing deeply? We're not changing anything yet, but does it feel like you're breathing deep enough? Does it feel like you're holding your breath? Oftentimes we hold our breath and don't even realize that we're holding it until someone says, "Hey, take a deep breath." And you're like, "Oh, wow, I really wasn't breathing enough." And now you can begin to take those breaths longer and deeper and more consciously into the body, allowing the breath to go in through the sinuses, down into the throat, into the chest, into the belly, and allowing that breath to come out of the belly, through the chest, through the throat, through the sinuses, all the way out. Inhaling deeply Exhaling completely. Deep breath in. And as you take this breath in, send this breath to any place that you identified earlier when you were exploring your body. Anything that needed a little extra attention. And as you exhale, release into those areas. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Go ahead and take a couple more breaths here. If you like, bring your hands together in the front of the body, maybe rub the palms together, creating a little bit of heat between the hands. And then place your thumbs to your sternum. We're going to chant with the sound of Om. Chanting is optional. You're always welcome to just listen if that's for you. We're going to take 3 breaths in, and on the third exhale is when we will chant. So let's take our first breath in together. And exhale. Next breath in. And exhale. Last breath to chant. Deep breath in. Take a nice clear breath in. You can exhale, release the hands, blink open the eyes. I'm going to get some music started if I'm connected. Yes. Wasn't really sure if the music was working today. All right, so we're going to begin this class with Siri Om, torso circles. Just going to sweep our chest forward, kind of arching the back slightly as we come forward, and then tucking in as we come around. So think of it as like little spinal flexions where you're opening the chest as you come forward, closing as you come back and around, grinding the sit bones down into the earth. We're moving the spine, warming the spine, just starting to invite the gentle movement. This movement and stretching can be very meditative. So you're welcome to close your eyes and really allow yourself to get lost in it. And once you feel comfortable with the movement, you're welcome to bring in the breath, where you inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back and around. Continue moving and swirling. Opening the chest as you inhale forward, rounding the spine as you exhale back and around. The next time you come forward, pause slightly and take your circles in the other direction. As you're coming through this other direction, if anything feels different in the hips and the knees, you're welcome to change the cross of your legs and see how that feels. Go ahead and begin to make your circles smaller and smaller, gradually and slowly coming to stillness at the center. When you arrive at the center, just pause for a moment. Again, noticing the sensations in the body, noticing the shift in the energy. Then we're going to inhale, sweep our arms up to the sky, stretching tall, and we're going to fold forward. Bringing the hands down to the ground in front of you. Taking a few nice, slow, deep breaths. Allowing yourself to release into the posture a little deeper with each exhale. Stretching through the low back, through the hips, through the shoulders. Gently inviting release and lengthening in the spine. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale completely. And then very carefully walk yourself back up to seated. We're going to do some side stretches now, bringing the right hand down to the right hip, pressing into the ground with the right hand. Take the left arm and sweep it up and over to the right side. You're stretching the right side body, stretching the ribs. You can even slide the right hand out a little bit, allowing yourself to deepen into the stretch if that's for you. And the next time you inhale, just sweep everything up to the sky, stretching tall. Let the left hand fall down to the left hip and bring the right hand over to the left side. Drawing that right hip down as we stretch to the left. And again, you can stretch that left hand out, allowing yourself a deeper stretch here if that's for you, as long as we're keeping that right hip on the mat. Inhale, come all the way up, and then just let the hands float down. We're going to do another variation of a side stretch. So we're going to reach our arms up to the sky. We're going to take our left hand and grab our right wrist, and then we're just going to gently pull that right arm over to the left. Stretching, again, the right side body, but adding in a little bit of stretch to our shoulders and our arms as well. And then come on up, change hands, and then pull your arms over to the right side. I tend to get a little Rice Krispies in my shoulders and my neck here. If you do, that's pretty normal. And then come on up, let the arms float down. We're going to interlace our fingers in front of our chest, flip our palms out, and then sweep those palms up to the sky, arching the back slightly, keeping the chin level to the ground, but opening through the chest. Maybe pinching the shoulder blades back a little and only coming back as far as your shoulders and your back want you to. And then go ahead and let those arms float right back down. Maybe now would be a nice time to roll the shoulders back a little bit. We just ask them to do a lot. And roll them forward a little bit as well. We're going to sweep our arms up the next time we exhale, and we're going to twist this time, turning our body to the left side, bringing our left hand behind us, right hand across the left knee, looking towards the left shoulder. Inhale, feel the spine elongate. Exhale into the twist. Inhale, sweep the arms back up to center. This time we're twisting right. So we're going to bring our right hand behind us, our left hand across our right knee, looking towards the right shoulder. Feeling our spine elongate as we exhale. The twist deep, backwards. Elongate as we inhale, and then deepen the twist as we exhale. And then inhaling, coming back to center. Let those arms float right back down. So now we're going to go ahead and move hands and knees to tabletop so that we can do some cat-cow. One of the absolute best things you can do for your spine in yoga is cat-cow. And as we go through this, I will talk a little bit more about why that is. All right, so we're going to bring ourselves up onto tabletop, knees under hips, about hip width apart. The tops of the feet can be flat on the mat or toes tucked under, whichever feels the best for you. It's not really, it doesn't impact the cat-cow stretch of it. And then you can have your wrists under your elbows under the shoulders. Nice flat back. We're going to inhale, look forward, drop the belly towards the earth, arching the back, opening through the chest, stretching through the neck. And then exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your hips towards your head as you round your spine to the ceiling. Inhaling deeply as you come forward again. Exhaling as you tuck into cat. And then I invite you just to go ahead and do this for a few moments here in a rhythm that feels good for your body, your back, your breath, your mood. So cat-cow, it moves and flexes the spine, and it helps move stagnant energy up and down the spinal column. And cat-cow can help keep our back flexible and strong, and it helps keep it healthy. Most yoga teachers will say 5 minutes of cat-cow a day for a nice, healthy spine. There are even some who believe that cat-cow every day can help the appearance of your skin, because the spinal fluid helps keep the skin looking supple. But most importantly, a healthy back is the key to longevity. It's the key to youth. When our back is healthy and strong, our whole body just seems to function better. Go ahead and do a few more here. If at any point in cat-cow your wrists get tired, you can come up onto your knuckles. Or if you have a wrist wedge available, those can be really helpful. Go ahead and do 2 more. When you do your last cat, come to a neutral spine on the inhale, and we're going to come into child's pose. So you can bring your knees about mat width apart, sink the hips back to the heels, bring the forehead down to the mat. You can even bring your forehead down to a block if you have one within reach. Inhaling deeply, fully, and with purpose. And exhaling, allowing yourself to just melt into this posture. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale completely. Very carefully push yourself back up into tabletop. Coming back to hands and knees. At this point, it might be handy to just have a block available within reach or something of support of similar size. And I mean, even a pillow or a rolled up blanket would help in this next posture for this. So what we're going to do is a posture called threading the needle. This is a pretty deep stretch. And I offer the block because you may find yourself as you come down into this posture where your head needs a little support. So I'm going to demonstrate. All right. So with threading the needle, we're going to actually start on the left side. So we're going to bring our weight into our right hand. We're going to reach the left hand up as we twist slightly. And then as we come down, we're going to stick our left hand under our right and come all the way down, bringing our head onto the mat. Our hips will stay up. And then you can find the hand placement of your right hand that feels comfortable. So it can be close to your head. It can be stretched out ahead of you. Just take a couple breaths. And very carefully push into your right hand to come back up into tabletop. And we'll do that on the other side. So this time we're going to do that on the right side. So we're going to bring our right arm up and tuck it into our left arm, bringing our head down to the mat here. Taking a few breaths as needed. Press firmly into the left hand. Come back up into tabletop. All right, so before we come up, we're going to do one more stretch while we're down here on the mat. And that's our cobra stretch. So we're just going to walk our hands forward and slide down onto our bellies. We're going to tuck our elbows into our ribs, placing the hands flat on the mat, zipping our legs together with the tops of the feet flat on the mat. We're going to inhale, lift our chest off the mat, coming into a low back bend. Now, with this posture, we're not really pushing into our hands here. We're just lifting with our abdominals and our back muscles. And then exhale, come back down. Inhale, come up again. And exhale down. Go ahead and tuck your toes, push yourself back up into tabletop. And next we're going to transition into downward facing dog. We're going to tuck our toes, press into our hands, lift our hips up and back, coming into that upside down V with the body. We're only pausing here. And then we're going to walk our feet in to meet our hands. We're going to come into a full forward fold. So with full forward fold, allow as much space between your feet and your thighs as you need to allow your head to drop down towards the ground, allowing everything from the waist up to be relaxed and loose. Everything from the waist down is firm and solid. Take a couple breaths here. And now come on up halfway when you inhale, coming into our half forward fold, flat back. Take a nice big deep breath here. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale down. One more time, inhaling to half fold. Exhale to full fold. And then very gently roll up to standing, being very careful with our balance as we bring our head upright. And then go ahead and step your feet a little closer together, coming into mountain pose. So feet should be about hip width apart, parallel to one another. Let's roll our shoulders down our back so that our chest opens up. Let's bring our chin level to the ground. Make sure our feet are parallel to one another. I may have said that already. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I couldn't remember. All right. So go ahead and stand here for a moment with your hands in any position that feels good for you. So it can just be relaxed down to your sides, or you can have your palms open to the front, whichever feels good to you today. Close your eyes or bring them down to the ground. And really just begin to notice the connection of your feet to the earth, your feet to the ground. Take some nice, long, deep breaths, bringing the breath up from the ground through your body. And then exhaling that breath back down through your feet, securing that connection. A few more breaths like this. Then I invite you to bring your hands together at the heart center in Pranam Mudra prayer pose. Coming into the pose of stillness here, Samastihi. And we're going to go do some sun salutations, some Surya Namaskar. Just our half ones. Nothing crazy today. All right, so let's take a few breaths in together, inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Another breath in and out. We're going to begin sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. We're going to push our hips forward to lean back slightly. And then exhale, let's just bow down towards the ground, reaching towards the earth. Inhale, come up halfway, flatten the back. Exhale, back down to full forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you root down to rise. Leaning back again, and then exhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, root down to rise. Leaning back and exhale to the heart. We'll go one more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to rise. Leaning back slightly. And hands to the heart center. Just pause here for a moment. Really just reflecting on the sensations in the body and the breath and the feet. All right. So we're just going to move to some standing stretches. Okay. All right, so we're actually going to do a few different things here. Well, some are familiar, some will be a little different. Go ahead and before we get started, have a block kind of, we're going to be facing the long end of the mat, so have a block kind of on the side there, whichever side you're planning on facing. Just so that if you need it, it's available to you and you don't have to go through a lot to get it. All right, so we're going to stay in mountain pose with our feet together, or not together, our feet hip width apart, parallel to one another. That's what I was trying to say. All right, and we're going to do some standing side stretches. So we're just going to bring our hands down to our sides. We're going to let our right hand slide down our thigh as we lift our left hand up and over, stretching the left side body. Pushing our hips towards the left side slightly. And then the next time you inhale, come on up. Let that hand fall down to the side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to let that left hand slide down as the right hand comes up and over, pushing the hips towards the right side. And then the next time you inhale, coming up. So with this, we're going to add just a little bit of dynamic movement in here where we will inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So let's go ahead and inhale, sweep the arms up all the way. And then we'll exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. How about we just go side to side? So we're inhaling to center, exhaling to side. Just go in a nice steady rhythm that feels good for your breath. Making sure to allow ourselves a pause as we come up in that inhale and a pause as we come down. Wherever you are, do one more on each side. And when you come back to center, just exhale the arms down. All right, so for this next one, we are actually going to, oh wait, nope, I was skipping ahead. Just kidding. We're going to stay with our feet where they are. And this is a more of a dynamic movement, and we're going to be twisting this time. So we'll inhale our arms up to the sky. Then we exhale, we'll twist to one side. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling to the other side. I'm glad I didn't skip this because I really like this. And just go from side to side, very slowly and gently, with very intentional breath. Keeping your feet planted if you like, or you can pop your heel if you need to as you come down side to side. Just really listen to your body and adapt however you need to make this comfortable, safe, also enjoyable. Let's go ahead and do one more on each side. When you do your last one to center, exhale the hands down. I don't know about you, that was a lot in my my biceps really felt that, all those movements. Probably because I was schlepping dance stuff all weekend. My arms like, we don't do any more carrying. All right, so this next part is we are going to be doing the wide leg fold. So we're going to step our feet nice and wide apart. Heels come in, toes go out. So when I fold, I tend to enjoy stepping my feet a little wider apart after I'm in the fold. It allows me to fold deeper. But you do whatever feels good for you. I just want to say that in case you notice me stepping my feet out. That's why I do it, because once I get down there, like if I step them out now, it's going to be harder for me to fold. But when I get down there and step my feet out a little bit further, I can feel that I'm able to bring my head closer to the ground or the top of my head down further. It's just what works in my body. So I invite you to explore that if that feels good for you. So go ahead, and I like to start with my hands on my hips. Just kind of helps remind me where I'm folding. And we're just going to hinge at the hips with a nice straight back, soft knees. So that means you can have a little micro bend as you come down, and bring your hands down to the ground or to your block that you have there, whichever feels good for you in this moment. And allow the crown of the head to drop down. Take a few nice breaths here. All right, so here is where the block is definitely going to be coming in handy. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. It might come in handy more so than just now. So staying where you are, come up about halfway to a flat back. If you need to put your hands on the blocks for this next part, you're absolutely welcome to do so. But we're going to bring our right hand into the center, and we're just going to sweep our left hand up to the sky, twisting towards the left. And then come on down. Bring the left hand to the center, and we're going to twist to the right. And go ahead and bring that left hand down. We're going to do that one more time on each side. So bringing the right hand to the center, twisting to the left. Bring the left hand down to the center, right hand. And back to center. Let's go ahead and heel toe our feet closer inwards. And from here, we're just going to sink down into a squat. Coming down only as far as your body is interested. The block can still be a nice support for you. Take just a couple more breaths here. And then very carefully transition yourself to seated. If you like that blanket under your sit bones, go ahead and replace that blanket. Just take a moment. We're going to pause here in easy seat for just a moment, just to give ourselves a minute. There's really no need to rush transitions when we're in yoga. Then we're just going to bring the bottoms of our feet together, coming into butterfly. Take a moment in your tall butterfly, focusing on relaxing through the hips. And always with butterfly, you're welcome to bring blocks under the knees if you need a little stability there. If you don't like your knees just falling open, if your hips are tight and you need just a little bit more support, that's always encouraged. Focus on elongating the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. Take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, fold into your butterfly slightly, keeping your spine straight. So only folding into your butterfly as deep as you can while keeping the spine nice and straight. Breathing deeply. Breathing into any sensations that you're feeling here. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale completely. Very carefully push yourself up. We're going to bring ourselves back into easy seat, crossing our legs. There's like my toe in transition earlier. Like it's something funky's happening there. It's like stuck or something. I'm gonna have you guys go into easy seat. I can't touch this foot right now. It's very painful for some reason. I don't know if it like popped into a weird position or what, but since we transitioned out of the squat, something happened in that transition. I'm not real sure. It's fine. Actually, I can cross like this. Yeah, as long as I'm not touching that foot, I think we're okay. We'll see what happens when I stand up. It's probably just some kind of like it needs to pop or something like that. All right. So this next part is actually another spinal flexion that we're going to do before we come down onto our backs. And it's a seated spinal flex. So what we're going to do is just bring your hands onto your front ankle, come to a nice tall spine, and we're just going to kind of open the chest as we inhale, looking up slightly. And then we're going to exhale, tuck our chin and our hips into each other as we round our spine. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, tucking in. So think of it like a seated cat-cow. We're moving our spine in the same way. Go ahead and do 2 more. And when you've done your last tuck, come to a neutral spine and make your way down onto your back. We're going to tuck our knees into our chest, bringing our knees together into that wind relief posture, Apanasana. Take 3 nice, long, deep breaths, just holding your knees into your chest. After that third breath, go ahead and rock side to side a few times, allowing a massage of the back. Maybe you could even take and make circles with the knees, bringing that massage down to the low back. If you go with knee circles, make sure you go in both directions. Go ahead and come back to center. Hug yourself with your knees one more time. Bring your feet down to the floor. We're going to just stretch our hips a little bit in our reclining pigeon here. So bring our right ankle on top of our left knee. Allow that right hip to relax as that knee falls away. And you can stay right here. And you're getting a nice little gentle hip opening right here. If you would like a little deeper of an hip opening or hip stretch, you can bring that left knee into the body, pressing in or pulling in from behind the left knee. Feet stay flexed. The right elbow goes into the crease of the left knee to help keep that knee away from your body. I'm sorry, your right knee. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, release everything down. You bring your left foot down and then the right. And we're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to bring the left ankle across the right knee. Relax that left hip to let that left knee fall away from the body. You can stay here in this gentle hip opener, or you can bring your right knee in to your chest, grabbing behind it. Either way, both feet are flexed. And we're breathing deeply here. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, release the right foot down and then the left. Might feel good to windshield wiper the knees from side to side just for a brief moment. And then I'm going to guide you through twists. I'm actually going to get up and turn some of the lights down here in the room. So go ahead and bring your knees back into your chest again as we get ready to twist. Bring your arms out to the side in a T or a cactus. And then bring your knees down to one side or the other, yogi's choice. And then whichever side your knees are on, bring your gaze opposite the knees. Take a deep breath in as you bring your knees to the center. Exhale your knees to the other side, changing your gaze with that as well. A deep breath in, bring your knees to center. Exhale, give yourself a little squeeze. And then inhale as you come all the way down to the mat into your relaxation posture. So for Savasana, I always recommend that if you have a tight low back, maybe something rolled up under the knees would feel nice. Blanket, pillows, blocks. If you have bolsters available, you can put a bolster under your knees. If you took anything off during the class, you may want to put it back on because you're just going to start to cool down a little bit as you relax. Give yourself permission to take up as much space as you need here. So really allow yourself any support, any space, any comfort items that help you relax in this posture. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, soften. We're going to take another deep breath in. And exhale, softening again. And one more breath in. Exhale, let everything go. Give all your worries, your cares, your stress, your anxiety to your yoga mat right now. Allow the breath to fall into whatever rhythm it may. Allow the face and the teeth to relax. And just be here and rest. You can begin to make small movements in your body, wiggling the fingers, wiggle your toes, roll the wrists, roll your ankles, stretch, move, do whatever feels good. And then carefully make your way back up to seated whenever you're ready. No rush. You can rock and roll yourself up, or you can roll over to one side and push yourself up. Pausing here at the top of our mats, reflecting on ourselves, reflecting on our bodies, our minds. Bring the hands to the heart center if you like, bowing down to your inner brightness, allowing yourself to be filled with gratitude for taking care of you today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. It is an honor and a privilege to be of service to you today. Thank you.